The inevitable inquiry into what has occurred in this moment of terrible injustice is something that I hope will be more than just about me and this situation, because the reality is detention and extradition without charge has become a feature of the European Union.
After almost 7 years, a heavily bearded Julian Assange was removed from the Ecuadorian embassy in London on behalf of the US authorities. The Wikileaks founder is now in police custody and will face justice in the UK. But what happens next is still uncertain. How did he end up here? Let's go back to the very beginning. Julian Assange is an Australian computer programmer most well known for being the founder and director of Wikileaks, an international non-profit organization that publishes secret information, news leaks, and classified media to the public.
Dramatic new turn in a case of the world's top whistleblower.
Wikileaks.
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 وسربها موقع ويكيليكس.
Wikileaks.
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 Le fondateur de Wikileaks.
The whistleblowing website Wikileaks has begun publishing what it says are 5.5 million emails obtained from the servers of Stratford.
The most notorious of these were those leaked by former Army intelligence analyst Chelsea Manning. The US government wasn't too happy about this and launched a criminal investigation into Wikileaks and Assange, asking allied nations for help. In August 2010, Swedish police questioned Assange about 2 separate allegations of rape and molestation. He denied the allegations, saying the claims were without basis. 3 months later, Sweden issues an international arrest warrant for Assange on suspicion of rape, sexual molestation, and unlawful coercion. Assange claimed they were part of a plot to extradite him from Sweden to the US to face charges over his role in publishing secret American documents. In December 2010, Assange surrendered to the UK police and was arrested in London for the first time. But he was released on bail within 10 days. The following year, he lost his appeal against extradition to Sweden to face the rape allegations. In June 2012, after breaching his bail conditions, Assange entered the Ecuadorian embassy in London. The country granted political asylum to him, saying there were fears his human rights might be violated if he was extradited.
The United States must renounce its witch hunt against Wikileaks. The United States must pledge before the world that it will not pursue journalists for shining a light on the secret crimes of the powerful.
By 2015, Sweden's investigations into alleged molestation are dropped due to time restrictions, with the investigation into allegations of rape dropped 2 years later. But still, Assange remained in the embassy, with the UK upholding his arrest warrant for skipping bail. And there, he had remained for almost 7 years, 2,487 days in total, until April 11th, when Ecuador revokes his political asylum and British police enter the embassy to arrest him for failing to surrender to the court over the warrant issued back in 2012. The Ecuadorian president said the country had reached its limit on the behavior of Mr. Assange, after he intervened in the internal affairs of other states.
Hoy anuncio que la conducta irrespetuosa y agresiva del señor Julian Assange, las declaraciones descorteses y amenazantes de su organización aliada en contra del Ecuador y sobre todo la transgresión de los convenios internacionales han llevado la situación a un punto en que el asilo del señor Assange es insostenible e inviable.
So what's next for Julian Assange? First, he now faces US federal conspiracy charges related to one of the largest ever leaks of government secrets. Then, the UK will decide whether to extradite Assange to the United States. If that happens, he faces up to 5 years in US prison if convicted on the charges of conspiracy to commit computer intrusion. Will this bring an extraordinary 7-year diplomatic stalemate to an end?
The road is far from over. The war, the proper war, is just commencing.